you know me well enough by now, I've forgotten a whole chunk of filming because I've just got too carried away with where we are. We actually went into the Cheers bar. We didn't eat in... Sleep. Can you see me? It's asleep. So I went to the Cheers bar, had a drink. The food didn't look great. It looked a bit just touristy, whatever. So then we came to Beacon Hill and had some food just down the road. And now we're walking up through Beacon Hill, which is why I got my phone out and was like, oh my God, I need to record these buildings. It's so unbelievably beautiful. The history, the heritage, the fact that there's no plastic signs, beautiful windows. I need to show you in more detail. Morning. My battery ran out last night at Beacon Hill, which was a shame because I had so much more I wanted to show you when I finally remembered to show you. Anyway, a bit to the gym. There's the gym. I woke up at 4 AM, came to the gym about 6 AM. I feel utterly awful. Utterly awful. I actually can't believe, like, everyone's like, oh yeah, have a nice relaxing holiday. But obviously it's not, is it? Unless it's some kind of all-conclusive and you're on the same time zone, because the jet lag, I'm not a jet lag person, but I am a bad sleeper, I think. So obviously I've woken up at what is like 9 AM, but actually 4 AM here, which is going to have a really bad knock-on effect for the rest of the day. But I thought, right, if I go to the gym, at least it doesn't feel like a wasted time. And I'm gonna try and meet my parents now for some breakfast. Actually, I'm gonna have a shower first. Let's go to floor 8, have a shower, get some breakfast, and then, oh, what a stunning angle. And see you, hopefully, in Salem. Made it out of the hotel, had breakfast, and now got one bus. The bus stop was almost just outside the hotel, and that's taken us down, I think, kind of through Seaport, where we're staying, through into the financial district, and now we're sort of downtown Summer Street. It's got I'm heading to possibly a bus or a train. I think I've got another bus then the train to get to Salem, and all it's about 80 minutes, but broken up into sort of 15-minute and half-an-hour increments. I'm probably not explaining that very well, but we're definitely getting into the shopping area because we're going past a Macy's, of course. Got a Raising Cane's across the road, Cafe Nero, Primark. There's a Primark. As usual, it feels like we don't have enough time in this anywhere, especially in this city, to actually look at anything apart from the absolute necessary tourist bits. Okay, it turns out this is the middle part of the journey, which is more of a tube and then going on to a train. So we've done bus, tube, train, and they're all separate tickets. So we've just got 3 separate single paper tickets from the guy at the entrance of the tube. Very easy. I don't know how much they were each.
Change here for the Green Line and bus connections.
£2.40 for one single ride, but I think that means you can go as far as you want. We're now in the station above the tube where we got off at, is it Oak Block? No, I think we changed to Oak Blocks. This is North Station, and this is the terminal where you can get lots of trains around Massachusetts. So we just bought $8 tickets, including senior tickets for Mum and Dad. Maybe mine was a bit more. Oh God, I'm tired, guys. And then we're heading out there to our platform soon, but at the moment we're aiming for the 10:05, so it's only now 10:10. Tempted to get a coffee because there's a Dunkin' Donuts here, but I think I'm going to wait until I'm there and get a special one. Also, every single person in the tube and train stations have been so helpful. You never need to worry about where you're going or what to buy because they just do it all for you. It's not even that busy. I mean, maybe it would get busier. I mean, like I say, it was only 10 to 10 on a Tuesday morning. So it's not that busy, but Yeah. Very, very easy journey.
What's that?
Lovely.
Thank you.
Just disembarked at Salem, 30-minute journey from Boston. Really easy, really simple, and now we're following the crowd of people through to town and then starting my little witchy treasure pumpkin spice latte gift shop spooky season walk until we collapse of tiredness. This is the memorial on the spot where the hangings and the witches' trial occurred in Salem, and all around the graveyard in this little copse is a memorial to each of their names for each person who passed away by hanging. It's really, really terrible. The preservation of these buildings, however, is extraordinary. That so many of these wooden structures have lasted, and there's a brilliant walking tour down here that I wish I could listen to so I knew more. But the amount of people that were hung in the same day, pressed to death, hanged, it's really, really, really sad. Although amazing, then their names are still spoken out loud. Absolutely torturous chain of events over something as, I'm not going to say as silly as witchery, but it seems ridiculous now. We know what we know. While we were in Salem, we decided to head down to the lighthouse. You're looking at the Gulf of Maine out here. This is Marblehead across the water. This is another Marblehead behind me, going by Steve Penrose. And yes, we just popped down and got a coffee at Jaho. Lots of plastic being used, lots and lots of throwaway plastic, making me a bit nervous. Yeah, just to come down from the town. Salem's actually bigger than I thought. Obviously it's a city and I know that, but I thought the public areas of public interest, cemetery and the witch house and some of the, I'm too tired, I can't remember proper names. That's what I let myself down in these like travel videos, because I don't actually give you guys very good information. Not like a proper, people who actually do proper travel videos. I seem to lose what I'm trying to say half the time. But yeah, it's a lot more spaced out than I thought, which is fine, because a walk around is, oh god, I didn't realise, is he behind me? Has he been behind me the whole time I've been talking? I said he looks like one of the MAGA people with that hat on. But it's great to wander around, and it's no problem to wander around. But it's not just all in one little street, it is a little bit more spread out, but I mean nothing compared to most places. You know, and it's all flat, which is great. Big queue for black craft coffee, and rightly so, because apparently it's really cool in there. The espresso machine is in a cauldron, but I'm not going to queue up. I probably would if I was here on my own and I hadn't already had one, but we have just stopped for one, so there's probably no point. But do recommend coming in black craft, because just the building alone, which must have been an old bank or something, is absolutely stunning. Fashion, maybe not for me, but it's for somebody else, and that's absolutely fine. Morning. 6 a.m. It's a very rainy day in Boston. But it's okay because today is our travel day to Hyannis. So apart from probably getting wet going to the bus and all of that kerfuffle, actually we'll be fine. It doesn't really matter because we're not doing anything. There was a thought to think maybe we stop halfway in Plymouth, but logistically I think that'll be tricky, and there's no way in the rain I want to be walking around a heritage museum, which is mainly outdoors. I think it's mainly outdoors. It's the Plymouth, it's called Plymouth Puxtuit Museum. I can't remember what it's called. It's basically a reenactment. It sort of shows what life was like when, in 1640, when the founding fathers of America came over, which I think would be really interesting. And if it is inside, it probably is a good rainy day activity, but I've got a feeling it's also like a village where you can sort of walk around their houses and see their homes. I love anything historical with homes and interiors. But that was sort of planned for tomorrow, so maybe today will just be a travel day. But yeah, we woke up at 5. I'm waiting for the pool to open so I can go swimming. Still no adapter. I actually went to reception to ask if they had one, but no luck. But yeah. Yes, last night we actually ended up just getting Uber Eats and staying in the hotel. I don't think I recorded anything because we were really tired. I was definitely struggling with my head yesterday a lot more. So we just had a very lazy evening, which was still fun, wasn't it? Yeah, it was great. Yeah, we laughed a lot, mainly at Kath. What were we laughing about? Oh, because that's it, we were in the room and she thought she'd...
No, it was Dad who started it.
Dad started it.
Oh, you've got all the passports.
Yeah, he said.
In my bag.
And the passports weren't in Mom's bag, but they were in my bag, but she didn't know that. So she just flew out of bed. Oh my God. Got her handbag. Lifted the covers off me. I don't know why I had to be involved. And started throwing things out of her handbag at me, to me. And I was like, I've got them, but you know, if we just actually spoke about it. So yeah, ended up with a nail file between my legs. Anyway, I had the passport, so that's the story of yesterday. So I'm just doing some work on my phone because England's obviously awake and I need to sort some stuff out, and then I'm going to head down to the gym. I actually have been down and got some coffees. The lobby's really, this hotel is absolutely brilliant. We love it. It's clean, fresh, new, amazing, spacious, as most American hotels are. This is the Hampton by Hilton.
Yeah.
Boston Seaport. A little, I will say a little bit, not a little bit out of the city. We're still in the city. We're in the seaport, but we're, you know, you probably wouldn't walk to like the historical areas from here. But
We've got the bus.
oh, there's a bus right outside, which takes 10 minutes. It's just, yeah, it's brilliant. But they do really good coffee and tea all night. You can get cold drinks. You can get Cokes. You can they like give you a cookie. We had the free drinks thing last night. I don't know whether I told you guys about that. On Wednesday evenings at 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
They do free drinks, food, like we had cheese, deli meats, Caesar salads, soup, brownies, cookies, beer, wine, Coke, ginger ale, like as much as you could want from 5:30 to 7 p.m. It was so good. So actually we had that, and that's kind of why we didn't end up going out for food, because we were sort of had bits from that, and it was great. I just got a little Uber Eats chicken thing in the evening because I needed something more proteiny. Anyway, that's our news from last night. So let's see where today takes us. One empty pool with a view. It's a good time of day to go, clearly, but it's miserable outside. And early, it's only 7 a.m. Right, that was only a 15-minute, if that, not even, it's maybe a 10-minute bus ride from our hotel down to downtown, and we're at the South Central station. So yesterday when we were going to Salem, it was the North Station, this is the South Station. Haven't been inside there yet. Pretty grand place, but we're catching our bus now from Boston, straight to Hyannis, one bus, super easy, an hour and a half. No trains sadly, so. But anyway, yeah, we got return tickets, so we'll actually be back here in a few days. And hopefully making it as straightforward as possible by buying a return. I think for 3 of us a return ticket was about $150. which I don't think was too bad. Well, I did look up at Ubers to go for an Uber from our hotel direct, but it was like 100 and something, so I couldn't really justify that. Anyway, off we go. In case you're wondering, when you come into South Station, to get to the buses, you need to go to platform 1, which I'm walking down now, where the trains are, but then you turn off to the buses from that. So it's not immediately obvious, but it's easy to ask for help. Just as a heads up, once you get down to the bus station, there's only a McDonald's in there. So I've left my parents with my suitcase and bags, and then I've just walked back up to the main train station to get Starbucks. Such an easy and amazing trip on the coach down to Hyannis. Got off the coach, walked for about 8 minutes, 5 to 8 minutes, down to our Hyannis Travel Inn. It looks really sweet from the outside, very classic Cape Cod. Hopefully we're more of an inside room, because obviously we've got this archway down into the courtyard, and then the rooms that are at the front are all on the road. Let's see what we get. Obviously a lot of it's exposed to the element, you know, exposed to the outside. It's more of a motel than like an interior hotel. So hopefully it won't be noisy, but as we come to reception, you can see right out to a pool and jacuzzi here, so that's good. We're actually early, so hopefully we're gonna be able to check into our rooms early. Here we are in the room. Perfect little bathroom. A little bit dated, but everything's clean and fresh and fine. It's called Vintage. Here's the wardrobe. Got a little microwave, which is super handy, and a fridge. I mean, I think I might have actually chosen that on purpose, possibly, because I knew that. And I thought it might be handy just to maybe have a cheaper dinner one night. TV, desk area, beds. And then we are not on the road, which is really good. We're actually out by the outdoor pool, and oh, it is really raining now. We walked just here, just in the right time. Once we walked from the bus, it wasn't raining. So there's an outdoor pool and an indoor pool. Anyway, here we are. Tell me what you've got.
I don't know. It's different types of beer.
What's it called?
Cape Cool, Devils,
Barnstable,
and
Hog Island. It's a flight. Morning, 7 AM. I'm supposed to be swimming or doing some exercise now, but our pool, you're not allowed to swim in our pool till 9 AM. I can't believe it. And I'm someone who has to do everything before breakfast and before you go out, so I'm really disappointed by that. And our coffee machine's not working. So we've come to get a takeaway coffee before going back for breakfast. To be honest, I don't think the breakfast is going to be that much in our hotel. It's just a continental, so I'm not going to be able to have my eggs or any protein. Well, maybe there's cold meats. Or an egg maybe, I don't know, I shouldn't say yet until we know. So anyway, we're just walking out the back of North Street. Luckily our hotel is here and Main Street is just beyond those buildings there, so it's super close. And I haven't told you that last night we had went to Spanky's for dinner, which was a recommended fish restaurant, and it does come up on a lot of people's videos and maps and everything. It's such a nice day. First time we've seen blue sky here. We've been here for 3 days. We've got sandals on, apparently it's going to be about 22. To be fair, it was 22, 23 yesterday, and really warm and like muggy, wet, like it was like being in South Carolina, like marshy, hot, damp weather. And it was really warm, but it was sort of a bit wet and overcast. Whereas today has actually got the blue skies. So for taking photos, that's my dream. But yeah, so we went. Pair of sunglasses on the floor. Someone's sunglasses on the floor. Cross over here. So yeah, we went into Spanky's. Oh, a motorbike. Our first motorbike. My dad's been saying, I haven't seen the new. Oh, it's a car. It's just a really old car. Sounds like a motorbike. And
Wake everyone up.
morning. I think what we've come to realise is that maybe because the prices are high, it doesn't mean like the restaurant is really fancy. No, the food was really, really good, and so much of it. My dad had clam chowder. I had like steamed scallops, prawns and cod, but in a really lovely butter sauce with a baked potato and some green beans. Mum had chicken, green beans and fries. It was all fine. Had a couple of drinks, but like the restaurant wasn't plush, you know. So I guess each main was about £25 in English money. And you know, it was just like plastic tablecloths, and it was like, you know, just like it's meant to be like under the sea. It was like somewhere you'd go in Cornwall that was like, you kind of take the kids and it's not fancy, and not that we want fancy, but what I'm trying to say, I think, is that you're just in one of those towns that because it's all for tourists, it's all going to be of a certain price. But maybe one night we'll try and get like a pizza or something. I think tonight we're going to maybe just do a takeaway, or go to a supermarket and go to do a takeaway at home. What is going on in this town?
Everyone likes it fast cars in the morning.
You wait, we're now outside the bookshop, so that's how close we are. But it won't be open probably, knowing our luck. And we're really missing our Boston hotel, aren't we? Because it was just so, oh god, it was like posh compared to where we're staying now. And also the just gym and the pool was just luxury. It was just, oh, for me it was just the best. And it had lots of displays, lots of hooks. Oh, looks closed. Anyway, so we're heading into Bread and Rose. There never seems to be a time. They said well, Boston was bad for driving. I think it's just Massachusetts is a... Anyway, there's never a restaurant or a cafe or a building we go into where there's not like problems caused. Is it? Like when we go into hotels, there's always something wrong, always something broken. Like with we've ordered flat whites, which I think that was a Brazilian-owned restaurant, and I think a flat white to them is an espresso shot with a bit of foam on top.
I remember that.
So we probably should have had a latte. I don't know. Anyway, so I tasted a bit of the coffee. We ended up getting the wrong order. Oh shit. We ended up getting the wrong order, so we had to reorder it, and then anyway, between almond and oat milk, and then when we got the cups, it's just a tiny espresso shot with just like a little bit of foam on the top. So anyway, so I'm just getting ready. Unfortunately, there's a weirdo behind me. And we're going to the, I know I'm not pronouncing it right, Plymouth Paxtuit Museum today?
Could be.
Could be.
Have ice cream?
Summon the energy. Last time I saw her, she was spotted.
Over the end.
The coffee set me off. Woo! Gosh.
And we would burn 24 hours a day until it was complete. This type of log is white pine. It's the fastest growing, biggest tree around here. We can
between communities. But wigwam, you might also hear.
Well, after a rather interesting morning at the hotel, there was no swim because the swim didn't open till 9 and we needed to get going by then. So I'm going to try and go tonight. We had their continental breakfast. mainly just pastries, yogurt and cereal, which is obviously absolutely fine, but maybe not the most nutritious. But, so now you join us at the Pawtuxet Heritage Museum. Outdoor and indoor museum. There is a 17th century colonial village that you can walk around. There is the native indigenous tribes village where you can see cooking and shelter and building, tanning hides, processing meat. And then there's the indoor visitor centre as well, more of a museum. And all the pathways, as you're now, leading down to get into that area. So anyway, come with us, come and have a look around. Costs about, for 3 people, over $100. That's access to this outdoor and indoor museum, but also 2 miles away it gives you access into the Mayflower in actual Plymouth town. Oh God, I don't know why I'm out of breath. I'm only walking up a shallow hill. Oh, a bit of a headache. As per usual, not feeling amazing today, but that's okay. I'm also really cold because I thought it was going to be a lot warmer. This morning it felt like it was going to be a lot warmer when we were out getting the coffee, and then it would continue to do so, but of course that was in Hyannis, and actually now we're an hour away from there and it's a little bit cloudier. So I didn't bring a jumper because I thought it would be too hot to carry it around, and I wouldn't need it, but I really, really wish I had it, so I'm a bit annoyed with myself about that. But we got an Uber here, as you saw, and the Uber actually came really, really quickly. It was there within a minute. I was expecting a 10-minute wait because I did a cheaper, in America you can do a longer wait Uber, which means it's cheaper. And yes, it was a lot cheaper by about $15. And I thought it was going to be a 10-minute wait. It was 1 minute, so I literally ran out the hotel room and didn't bring my jumper, which is annoying.
Is anybody home?
Mental or a tool that are made from the upstairs. The gun platform is up there.
Things like Vertigo or Frenzy, but if you rub the leaf of this betwixt your fingers until it bruises, rub that a bit betwixt your fingers. You feel how it gets slimy?
Yeah.
Yeah, we believe that this property also makes it so that if you're prone to gravel in the urine, if you piss stone, this helps to lubricate the passages in the body and allow it to ease out a little better.
Well, you hope so, don't you?
I'm just beating out.
I got you.
Would you like to join me?
Dry nerves?
Yeah.
Wait for some of the pompion to stew. I'm separating some marigold seeds.
Oh, yeah. It smells wonderful in here.
Aye, it is rather good. I am a bit phlegmatic this day.
Oh, so that's the
Scooter squash.
A scooter squash. I'm in the gift shop. Since I last spoke to you, we actually did manage to lose Dad. Possibly unsurprisingly. Most gorgeous stuff in the gift shop. Obviously, I'm not going to buy anything because I can't take it home because I've got hand luggage, but look. Although, to be fair, you can get all this in the UK now, but there was a time when you just wouldn't find any kind of pumpkin or full paraphernalia in the UK, really. And now it's everywhere. It's, B&M and Home Bargains and everything. But 10 years ago, seeing a shop like this, I would have gone mad, and I still am going a little bit mad, because I'd love to take some home. These lovely cushions, this Thanksgiving stuff. Oh God, it's so nice. Oh, to have a home I could decorate. I just would love a bigger home I could just make look beautiful and seasonal and gorgeous.
Is where you live like this? Push. That's what we're looking at here, right? It's like a sponge, isn't it?
Yeah, it's soft. I do like it.
Just finished in Will & Co, which was too quiet. The music's just stopped playing as soon as I started on my phone. That's really embarrassing, but just come into an antiques mall right beside Will & Co, which was just the best breakfast lunch we've had. Well, we've only been here 3 days, but it was brilliant. My parents shared like a hash, potato, corned beef, egg breakfast plate with some cornbread. and I had a spinach salad with bacon and almonds and apple. It was delicious. Anyway, I'm gonna have a look around these now. Antiques, gorgeous. It's funny making these videos and actually getting to these places, because I'm just making a video about the videos I've watched so much of on YouTube to get research on the places I want to visit, and then suddenly you're here and it's like nothing. It's like, oh no big deal, you're here. But it's extraordinary to me that I almost can't believe I'm looking at what I'm looking at. It feels like I'm still watching that YouTube video. And of course we're here on the most beautiful day. And there she is, there's Plymouth Rock. Not actually where they actually stood on when they left the Mayflower. It's been moved and it's a lot smaller, but that's it. Oh, that's it, Massasoit. The Wampanoags, that's it. This man was the interpreter who brought the founding fathers, the Pilgrims, together with the Native Americans and actually helped them survive. It's all thanks to this man. I can't believe it. I can't believe I'm actually here. From Plymouth to Plymouth. There she is. 1620, not in its actual original position. It was moved here, but amazing. Beautiful. That's where it all started, and probably where it all went wrong. Depends who you ask.
Never sleep, never stop. As we shout from the top, we're gonna be.
Our first glimpse of the Mayflower. Smaller than I thought. Way smaller than I thought.
I can't believe the people that was on this.
No.
I can't believe
Men,
that.
women, children, animals, food. What about the water? Where do they? What was? How much water did they take?
Water.
I mean, what about when that ran out? I'm literally inside the Mayflower. Oh my god, this is just... I actually can't believe I'm here. All these years of watching, reading, learning about the forefathers, America, American history, and the Mayflower, and now I'm on it. It's not the original, obviously. That's broken up in bits at the bottom of the sea. Stop it. Why are you walking like that? Why is your head in a weird position? Face to move. Morning, it's Saturday, I think, isn't it? Yeah, Saturday. And we're heading off down the red brick road, which is the little path that takes you down to the harbour, because we're catching the High Line ferry today to Nantucket. Nantucket today, Martha's Vineyard tomorrow. 1 island per day is our going rate. And it is absolutely beautiful, like yesterday, another hot sunny day. How lucky, how lucky. I can't believe it, and I'm sure I forecast rain when I was looking last week. So anyway, that's where we're going now. Come with us. Our cruise is, or ferry across, not cruise, is 11:20. And they say 15 minutes before to get there on Highland cruises, but then on another section it said 45 minutes before, but I think that's for parking and boarding if you're going by car, but this isn't a car ferry. Maybe 15 minutes before was ample. It's actually only now 10:20, so I'm actually here too early, but you know, you just think, well, best to be safe than sorry, and then tomorrow we can probably be a bit more relaxed. God, it's beautiful. It's already here actually. There she is. The tickets were not cheap. Not cheap at all. A return maybe was like £70 per person. No senior discounts, so yeah, not cheap. So if you're coming by foot and staying in Hyannis, you have to walk. This is the main harbour. Just walk all the way down to the very end of the harbour, sort of the bowl of the harbour, and then you'll see the Highland Cruises ticket office behind you. And I assume we're kind of going up this ramp somewhere. Anyway, this is super easy to find.
Our hearts beat to the city streets. We began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals they take us higher. The night's young, it has just begun as she puts her hand in mine. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop.
I think we might be in the most beautiful place I've ever seen. I've travelled far and wide, all over America, all over the world, and this is like my utter daytime dreams, nighttime dreams in one place. It is the houses, the streets, the gardens, the gateways. It is, I can't explain how beautiful it is. Anyway, we're on the free bus. This is called the Wave Bus. There are loads of them, go all over the island. 5 minutes from getting off the Highline cruise. Just walk up around the corner. It's on the map, on Google Maps. You'll find the little car park full of the Wave buses. I think they go about every 15 minutes, something like that. So we just jumped on one that's going to take us all the way to the other side of the island. It takes about half an hour, 3/4 of an hour, just to see the beach, to see the lighthouse at that side. I've forgotten the name of it now. Hang on, I can look up. We're going up to Main Street Rotary as our stop, so we can get to St. Katie Head Lighthouse, which is a good half an hour walk from the bus stop, so we might not go all the way to the lighthouse, but getting up to Sconset Beach, that's it. So which is a very, and Sconset Bluff Walk, which takes you through all the beautiful houses and cottages on the beach. So that's the plan now. Off we go. Well, that went wrong a little bit because our bus driver misheard what I was saying and sent us in the wrong direction, so we've ended up having to get off in the sort of middle of the island, wait for another bus to take us back to the downtown, to the boats where we got off where I last spoke to you, and then we're going to get back on and go back in the direction we want. So a bit of a waste of time, but we are looking around the lovely houses, which is great. I mean, it's way bigger than I thought. That's sort of, someone doesn't really hear about Nantucket. It's massive. It's a huge place. You wouldn't know where to start.
To the city streets, we began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals they take us.
So we did eventually make it. We went for lunch, as you saw, in Lemon Press, which was absolutely delicious. I had a, what are they called? Not a bit of bowl, what's the Japanese? Anyway, you saw what I had. It was delicious. Sea tuna, avocado, felt very healthy and virtuous. My parents shared a burger. Anyway, we left there, had a look in a couple of shops, because then we had to wait till the next. By the way, I've got this on because it's so hot and I haven't got a hat, that I could feel my scalp because my hair is so thin, burning. So anyway, then made it down to back to the bus stop for the 3:15 bus. So we could have got the 2:15, but actually I was hungry, needed the loo, so stopped, got the 3:15. That brought us to Sconset. We got here at 3:45. So now we've got an hour to kind of do a little bit of blast walk, see a bit of this end of the island, and it's not disappointing. It is. Like I'll never be okay again after seeing this. Like I'll never be okay with my life again. And the thing is, I'm not asking for much. I'm asking, and I'm not even asking to live on here. I'm just asking for this. Just for that. That's all I want. I don't think that's huge. You know, and it literally isn't huge, but it's the most idyllic, gorgeous, unbelievably. Everything's painted beautifully. The windows are beautiful. Everything's wooden framed. Everything's single glazing. Everything's in this kind of, this almost like a National Trust green, one of my favourite putty shades. There's obviously a huge importance with the homeowners community to, and they're probably forced to keep everything looking traditional. This isn't by choice, although it is by choice, but like you can tell there's money. Like the window, look at the window dressings. Just fucking look at the window dressings. Like, you know, I can see through the windows into someone's taps. They're gold, of course they're gold taps. It's everything I would do, the planting, the shingle, the single panes, the little peepholes, the stable doors. It's gorgeous. Now on the Bluff Walk. This is the walk that goes through the end of people's gardens, between the sea and the houses. The only thing that's given me hope that we're meant to do this is the desire path.
Hearts running wild, never sleep, never stop. Every shot from the top, we're gonna be two hearts running wild.
We've just walked back. Instead of going back along the Bluff Walk, we actually cut down the steps onto the beach, along the beach, and back up again, up another set of steps, which were private, and we shouldn't have gone up. Next were a set of steps that weren't private, and we could have gone up, but it had nothing. At the top of the gates on the bluff, you can see which ones are private steps down to the beach and which ones aren't. But at the bottom, on the reverse way up, no one says this is private, so we ran up and waited for the gunshots, yeah, to ring out, "Get off my land!" Anyway, we're back finding Steve now because his feet were hurting. Oh, one lonely little man.
You found your way.
And just like that, it is now 1856, and we're queuing. Our Highline cruise back is actually meant to be 7:05, so either it's late or we've got a very quick embarkation and we're just going to leave really quickly, but I think it is going to be a bit late. But we're just queuing up. There's no need to queue really because we've got our seats. It's not like we're not going to get a seat, get on it, because we are booked on it, but we're all pretty tired, a lot of walking. We walked along the beach, we came back, had a drink in a pub, the old English pub, which was okay. And then I got an amazing ice cream, cake batter with sprinkles, something I would never have at home. And then I bought this. I love the high funnel neck, but I don't know whether I love the writing as much, but anyway. I love the colour of the funnel neck, and it's really fleecy and warm because it is got suddenly really cold after being boiling all day. So anyway, that's our day. So awkward talking in front of people, I hate it. So embarrassing. But I wanted to fill you in because I knew I'd forget if I didn't do it soon. God, I look awful. Alright, night. Sunday morning and back on the Highline cruise. No queue today. Yesterday we were queuing for a long time and today it's completely empty. People are already loading on. We're in fact a little bit early. It's not going for another 20 minutes yet, but there's no one else here. So we're just getting on. I'm worried my battery's going to run out today because I didn't charge it last night because I was too tired when I got home. It's only 1 hour from Hyannis to Martha's Vineyard. I think this ferry service, so the Highline ferry service, finishes around maybe end of September, and then you can only get to Martha's Vineyard from Falmouth on the big ferry, which is what like the locals would do all year round. This is more of a tourist ferry, and it brings over all your luggage and everything. Your luggage is actually loaded on these huge sort of galley canvas cases, and you can bring bikes over. It's also dog friendly. But anyway, yeah, 1 hour from Hyannis to Martha's Vineyard, and you get off in Oak Bluffs. Oak Bluffs has everything you could possibly want. But we're actually going on a bus to go to Edgartown, which is the location where Jaws is filmed, and also just to go to the lighthouse and have a bit of a look. So we've got a long day here. It's 10 AM now, we've got the 9 AM boat, and we're leaving at 7 PM. It's actually been pushed back. It was going to be 6, but for some reason they changed the timing. So maybe be aware of that as well, that things may change. But we're going to get a little public bus. I'm not sure how you pay. It was free on Hyannis, but now I think we've got to pay for it, but it can't be that much. see the carousel. There's the horses, flying horses, but they're not open until 11, so that's why we're going to go to Edgar Town first. Get up there, see around that area, then come back for when the carousel's open, and to look around the, I forgot the name of the village, it's the old camping ground that's now been turned into lovely little chalets. I've forgotten the name. As per usual, you're not surprised, are you, that I've forgotten absolutely everything I've researched. Do you want to tell everyone about what you did to that man this morning?
Well, I don't know. I don't know what I did do or didn't do. You love that do.
You said
hello.
And then you didn't stop there. Then you said,
I don't know what I done. No idea. I haven't got a bloody clue.
and then he said, you went, hello, and then he got flustered that he couldn't say hello, how are you, all right? And then you said something else, and then you went, all right, thank you. And then the funniest bit is that the man didn't even get a chance to speak, and then Dad went, yeah, I'm fine, thank you. Yeah, he did it. He asked and answered his own question. How are you? Yeah, fine, thanks. Nobody even asked him. You had to be there, really. Now what you do is, what do you say when we walk past someone instead?
Hello.
That's it, and you stop there. This is where you get off the bus at the Edgar Town Visitor Centre, and then you're bang in town. So I'm walking back the way I travelled and taking left at the end of the street because I want to end up at behind the bookstore for coffee and breakfast. And it's already, I would say, much more quaint and much more like Nantucket in Edgar Town than at the main harbour at Oak Bluffs. It's very cute. Lots more shingle and clapboard and like quaint gardens and hydrangeas, although we've just missed hydrangea season, they're slightly drying up. But anyway, let's get some coffee and have a little explore. We are walking along to Edgar Town Lighthouse. We went through Edgar Town after breakfast, had a look at a few shops, and a 15-minute maximum stroll through the most unbelievable houses. It's landed us here. So you just walk down Main Street, take a little turn off the side, really, really easy. And yeah, then you're here. On the docks, on the beach, by the fishermen. Stunning. All flat, all really easy. No toilets. Desperate for the loo.
We've been living in sin so long, all the fields are gone.
We've made it to somewhere that was highlight on my list, which is America's oldest carousel, the Flying Horse. The oldest carousel and the oldest arcade. It's fully wooden. It's got a Zoltar, an arcade ride, and it's very noisy, and you've got to do the ring pull while you're in here. Oh wow, it's amazing. It smells like popcorn, it's brilliant. Oh, I need to try the love tester. Am I uncontrollable or frigid? We've come to the famous campground. This was a camping site for people escaping religious persecution and wanted to practice in their own community, in their own way. So they made this into a huge campsite, and then one by one the campsites got made into these little tiny tiny home chalets, and they are absolutely glorious. I mean, they're better than any home I've ever lived in, and yet for some reason it's classed as a campground, but it is. They are just gingerbread cottage gorgeousness with a lovely church in the middle, just literally a few steps from the carousel and right in Oak Bluffs. Definitely worth seeing. Not as well kept up as Edgartown, but I mean, the fact that they're wooden and survive maybe harsh East Coast winters is amazing anyway. 1812, 1814.
Seems your meal ticket is gone, but life goes on. I could never imagine something better. Yeah, right. Now you're cooking on high heat in the middle of the street. Roller coaster, take me to a better time.
The camp association, way bigger than I thought. Way bigger. It must be 200, 300 houses. You can walk around it for hours. I only left because Dad was waiting, but amazing, absolutely phenomenal. We're now going to try and get some food. Kath! In a couple of places that I've got saved.
You seem to easily forget how to place your bet. When everyday life gets you down, you gotta steal the crown. Got to own it. Don't bitch and moan about it, please. God forbid you scrape your knees, and it's nothing to sneeze at. Oh, I've told you over and over again. You gotta get both hands around it and make your own plans. Roller coaster, it's taking over.
It's the last morning in Hyannis. We are packing up from the Hyannis Travel Inn. It's very early. Well, it's not. It's actually now 7:30, but I've been up since 5. Did not sleep well. Today we've got a really long travel day. I've actually, ironically, we were meant to be leaving here at 9 AM, but I pushed it back till 12 to give everyone a slightly more relaxed get out. But to be fair, we probably could have just left or whatever at 9. But Dad's, I think, is still asleep, so actually it's probably done him good because he's not very well and I just did not want to push him. So we have all morning, so I've got changed, but I'm going to get back unchanged after breakfast, go for a swim, then have a shower, wash my hair, and then that will take me around to about 12ish. You can't swim till 9 here, which is annoying. But it's fine because I'm going to go and grab some breakfast, do some emails, and then, well, we're all packed. Really easy to pack up when you've got hand luggage only. And yeah, crack on. Maybe we'll stop somewhere for a coffee on the way to the Hyannis transportation hub, which is like 9 minutes walk from here, 8 minutes walk. It's so close, it's all so easy, which is brilliant. So what have we just done and what are we now doing?
Go on the train.
Okay. Do you want to fill everyone in a little bit more than that?
Well,
What did we do this morning?
we're in Boston now.
Yeah, where were we?
This morning we was in Barnstable.
And we got a
Bus.
Peter Pan bus from
Peter
there
Pan
to
bus. Peter
from-
Pan got buses.
from Hyannis terminals to South Station in Boston. And then within Boston South Station there's also the train terminal, so you don't even have to walk anywhere, you just have to walk 60 seconds across to the train station. And then we picked up the Amtrak train. It's actually the Washington train, but we're getting off in New York.
Get to New York now.
In Manhattan.
Manhattan.
Yeah, so that's what we're doing. 3 tickets, 3 single tickets for about £100 each. And it's a really comfortable train, isn't it? Lovely chairs, seat backs, tables, and the chairs also recline. Good views. What more could you want?
Gotcha, I'll sit close.
Thank you. We got out of the station and what can we see?
The Empire State Building.
Woohoo! Straight away. What? That's crazy.
Penn Station.
Now we're at Penn. So easy to get out of the train and straight into it. Can you see my... Oh my god, it's Macy's! First night in New York, no one says we don't know how to party. Morning from New York. This is our little hotel room. This is the... not Hotel Magnolia. Mimosa Hotel in Chinatown. We're just by Two Bridges, which unsurprisingly gets the title from the Two Bridges. We're in between Manhattan Bridge and Brooklyn Bridge. And we are deep in Chinatown. One thing I didn't think about, our Chinatown in London is a road, 2 roads. And on the corner of those roads are every other Western shop, Starbucks, Pret, whatever. So booking here in a hotel without breakfast, they don't provide breakfast, although I have just been downstairs because they have a little kitchenette room with like washer dryer, a vending machine, microwave, fridge that you can keep your things in, and a boiling water machine if you want to make tea and coffee, if you bring your own tea and coffee. But one thing I didn't think about is that because there isn't breakfast here, we have to go out for breakfast. That's fine, but there is nothing Western that close. There is a place called the Golden Diner, which is really close, but that's not open until 10, and we've been waking up at 6. So it doesn't really matter. Like yesterday, we actually didn't leave the hotel until like 9, and then I actually got us an Uber and we went straight to the Midtown to go to a diner up there because it's where I wanted to be that yesterday anyway, which I think you saw a few clips of. But yeah, it's something I didn't consider and would never have a hotel without breakfast again. I would for me, because I could always have a bit of cheese, a bit of chocolate, you know, something just to keep you going, which is not great, but you know. But for my parents, I know, especially my dad, like he will want to get up, get a tea or coffee, get a breakfast, and he could do that independently without me having to be up or taking him, whereas now we all have to be ready and leave together, which is fine because we're only here for a couple of days. But anyway, this is the room we've got. It's obviously smaller. I mean, compared to London rooms, it's actually not that small, but for Americans it probably does feel small compared to a normal hotel room. Twin beds for me and Mum. The bathroom's in there. We've got a little wardrobe situation here, TV, and of course a vast supply of alcohol over there for all of us. It is absolutely beautiful. I don't think you can see because there's like a screen on the window, but it's so beautiful. But yesterday we just went into Midtown and I didn't do anything with this camera. I got a few clips on my phone. I think I'd had about 2 hours sleep. We've all got really sick. I think it was just a really tough day because I'd had about 2 hours sleep and I was just feeling awful, so I just didn't. It's just also really hard to talk into a camera in Manhattan because it's full on, it's busy, it's embarrassing. We looked through the jewellery quarter, we had the diner for breakfast. I had corned beef hash and eggs and potato and a disappointing coffee. The good thing about being in Chinatown is we're very close to Little Italy. It's just across the road, so hopefully we're going to go there and get a decent coffee in a minute and some breakfast up there. I've been doing hours of research. And then we went yesterday to we had a look around in a Target, had a look around in some shops, and then went up to the Plaza for coffee, but they don't do, you can't just get a la carte coffee in the Plaza anymore, and the market isn't open downstairs anymore, so you'd have to go for afternoon tea, and we hate that. So then we just got a coffee takeaway from Pret rather unoriginally and sat and drank it in Central Park, walked through Central Park for a little bit, only a tiny bit because my parents were struggling by that point. I mean, I was too, but I probably could have walked more, but it was very, very hot and we'd done a lot of walking. Obviously it's New York, of course you are. And then we left there and actually headed over to a 100-year-old the Lexington Candy Store, which actually is like a SodaStream ice cream parlour, which does take diner food as well. So I had like a burger, cottage cheese, a salad and tomatoes, like very protein, healthy tea. And my parents had some fries and we kind of all shared it, and I had a Coke float, very unhealthy, but I had to do it because I was there. They make all their Coke by hand, just with syrup and soda water from a SodaStream. Hopefully I've taken some recording of it, and it was in the clips before this clip and you would have seen it at the end, but it was so cool in there, absolutely packed, and it's been in loads of movies. Anyway, that was my kind of, and then we actually wrapped up about 4 because I was done by then, done. We were meant to have booking for the Carnegie Club, which is the underground cigar and jazz club by the Carnegie Hall. that I had booked for a month and I'd been on the waiting list to go to, but we just couldn't. There's just no way. Firstly, like, it has been very expensive here, and I knew that would be a very expensive, like, round of drinks. And I just wondered if the smoky atmosphere probably wouldn't be great, seeing we've all got chest infections and colds. And by the time we got back from Midtown, we actually got the tube back. It would have been, or the metro back, which was really easy. Just one change to get to our stop, which is East Downtown. That was about 7:30, and from being up from 4 o'clock in the morning, that was enough. Whoop. And on that bombshell, I'll speak to you later. 45 minutes later, and we're here. One straight train, tube, metro, from where we're staying, and I think that's probably why I chose Chinatown, so it would be downtown, because I knew I wanted to come here. But just getting off the metro, you can see the city. So you can see Manhattan just up there. Anyway, really easy, and then we're going to work our way down to Coney Island Park Fair, and possibly the beach as well, which are right next door to each other. I should also say, in case it's not obvious or you don't already do it, is that I just use an app called City Mapper, which I use in London every day, because obviously I'm going to a different part of London every day that I don't always know for work. But it also works in so many cities, and of course especially in New York. So I'm using that to get around you. It literally finds where you're standing, you tell it where you want to go. You can even narrow it down to like a pinpoint, a corner of a street. It doesn't have to be like a well-known place. And it will show you exactly how to get there, either by car, walking, or public transport. And it'll tell you the prices for all those. It's a free app, it's brilliant. City Mapper, it's green. Yeah, it's a game changer. You do need Wi-Fi for it though. So if I haven't got Wi-Fi or my phone's not working, I do just use Google Maps and kind of work it out in the old-fashioned way by just looking on the map, unsurprisingly. The beach is just absolutely gorgeous. The beach is lovely. It's just so vast. It goes on for miles in both directions. The weather is perfect. The sand is smooth and warm and glorious. It's clean. The water, people are in the water, so I'm assuming it's freezing, but they don't mind it. And the boardwalk runs all the way up and down with so many, restaurants and shops. And obviously the fair is just there. I mean, what a brilliant place to be able to come for the day. I'm sure it's packed in summer, but how nice to be able to leave the city and come down to this within 45 minutes. Like, what cities do you know that have that? Obviously Barcelona, obviously there's loads, but London definitely. Well, I suppose you could be in Brighton, couldn't you? Within an hour really, but you sort of don't do it. But this didn't seem like that, because you didn't have to get a tube to the station to get to Sussex to go to Brighton. You could just literally get the tube out here. For some reason it makes it feel a little bit more smooth. Oh, but it's just lush.